Greetings, fellow pals and gals of the YouTube world. It's your boy, the Wolfgamer25, and we are back once again for another riveting segment of Figure Friday. Oh, I'm pretty sure you know by memorabilia related of all kinds, shapes, and sizes, of course. And I do apologize, folks, for the quality of my internet right now because um, it is going to be a little choppy today, mainly because a Mother Nature outside is giving us the business, so it might mess with my signal a little bit. I do apologize if there's lag, delay of any kinds and all sorts, because I know there's going to be a little bit in this one, folks. But yes, welcome for those of you guys who are just joining us. I do hope that you're ready for tonight because, again, it's going to be another exciting episode. I mean, I'm happy, because I'm very excited to introduce some new stuff for y'all tonight. But before the holy moments, as you know, we here at the Wolfpack, we always want to look out for each other. We want to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves. And as you know, here we take care of one another. So please, if you haven't already, go and get yourself something to drink, something to eat, or a snack if you want. If you haven't already, because I want y'all guys to be able to take care of yourselves and make sure you're keeping your health up, make sure you're keeping your fluids and everything. And just please help yourself. And I'll be here waiting, and no need to worry about me. Got something to drink right here. Ah, yes. Um, Speaking of which, I do hope that you guys are handling quarantine very well because I heard it's getting slightly worse out there. I was reading, actually heard in the news today that The Rock and his family and the guy who was playing the new Batman of 2020 actually both tested positive for COVID. My heart and condolences go out to their families. I hope that they make it through this and that they stay strong. Because oh man, that's a scary situation, a very scary situation. Oh, yeah, just messages, I guess. Hmm, you don't say. Okay. Uh, I guess stretching. If you guys haven't already, you might want to stretch because we got a pretty good show for you tonight. Ain't gonna lie. No, I'm not just stretching. I mean, yeah, it'd be nice to morph. I ain't gonna lie, it'd be cool. But as I can see, we have hit the 3-minute marker, so why don't we just go ahead and get into it? And I'm glad to have you guys back. Welcome back to the show for those of you guys who are just joining us. Once again, I hope you're ready because tonight's episode is definitely going to be full of action. And the reason I say that is because tonight's episode, we are going to be introducing two new figures, um, both of them different universes. One, of course, hails from the Marvel Universe, and he is basically how can I put this? He he's an elite soldier. I'm gonna put it to you that way. He's an elite soldier out of the Marvel universe, and of course the other one coming out of the Mortal Kombat universe. Yes, I know it seems like I've talked about these two universes of like half of the basically all the time I spent on YouTube. But there's certain folks out there who really don't know more about this stuff. You know, I want to be able to share it with you guys, and because this is definitely an experience for me because I definitely didn't know about the information on these two, and I want to be able to share it with you guys. But the other one who comes out of Mortal Kombat universe is I've referred to him as the missing condiment, and I'll explain why. But first up, we're gonna go ahead and get the Marvel stuff out of the way. So why don't we just organize this real quick? Just chill right there for me, okay? Okay. So as I said, we're gonna go ahead and head into the Marvel Cinematic Universe as we are going to introduce a very elite soldier, but he's also an elite assassin. Now, the only reason I say that is because at the same time, this particular gentleman here, he made his first appearance in the Captain America comics issue #1 back in 1941. And he grew up an orphan basically because his father, he was actually, hold on, bleh, my words are getting twisted here. This guy's father, he'd actually died, or rather, he didn't really. Well, yes, he died, but at the same time, he was actually killed in a training montage that happened at a U.S. Army base or U.S. Army camp, which was in oh crud. I might pronounce this wrong. I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong. It's in Virginia. It's Lehigh or Lehigh. I can't remember. Hard to pronounce. I'm so sorry, but that happened just before World War II, and as a result, he was actually unofficially adopted by that camp, and basically as the mascot, in which he was given a very distinct name, and well, very distinct nickname, if you will, and well, that nickname, ladies and gents, is James Buchanan Barnes, aka Bucky, aka the Winter Soldier. That's right, folks. That's right. The man with a mean left hand and childhood best friend of Captain America. Whew. I ain't gonna lie. This was one of the figures that I told you guys I've been searching for a long time, because this one is part of the Black Widow lineup, which of course, as you remember her, and they're the biggest figure that they're building is the Crimson Dynamo. For those of you guys who are out there collecting all the parts together to build the figures together. I mean, there was one at times when I did want to build the Ultimate figure, and of course that being Thanos, but I could never find, all the figures, all the pieces, and I sort of fell out of it. Let me just get him out of there. Dang, he looks awesome. Now this is the Marvel Legends series, the 6-inch figure. Accessories. He comes with a couple of accessories, which of course, him being a soldier, he wouldn't be a soldier without his weapons, and of course that's what he get. So why don't you just here? Give me your hand. Give me your hand. Come here, Bucky. Beautiful. We'll let the Crimson Dynamo head stay right over there because I'm not really gonna need it. Give you one of your. No, you know what? Well, I want to show him off first, and then I'll show the accessories. Huh? How about that? There we go. James Buchanan Barnes, folks. There you go. And I love the symbol that he's rocking on his left arm right there. As you can see, it looks like the Captain America symbol, or even like the American symbol, because in the beginning, he was rocking the Russian symbol, of course, the hammer and sickle. Yeah, I almost didn't remember that for a minute. Forgive me. But now, as I said, this guy, he came from a World War II family, but he's also a veteran in World War II himself. And he was of the 107th Regiment, I believe. And the terrible thing about that one is the fact that him and his regiment was captured by Hydra, and during that time, he was actually experimented on, and basically given like just nonstop training, basically made to push forward as much as possible, because him being who he is now, he is a soldier, but like Captain America, he is a super soldier. It's just he's not. I'd say he's about equally in strength, smarts, and agility. And of course, he is a weapons expert. He excels in hand-to-hand combat, long distance weapons, short range weapons, you name it, and he's ready for it, really. But a few accessories about him, as you can see. One of his favorite weapons here, which I'm gonna guess is an M4 carbine AR rifle with a grenade attachment at the bottom right there, and sniper scope, I'm gonna say. It looks awesome. That actually reminds me of when I was playing, or when I used to play Call of Duty Modern Warfare, because the M4 was always my go-to weapon. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, and of course he comes with a pistol, which I'm gonna say is probably an M1911. Or yeah, I believe it's an M1911. Hard to say. But yeah, a little history about Mr. Bucky here is that the scientist who performed the experiments on Bucky here was basically the mad scientist of the Hydra group, and his name was Arnim Zola, well, Dr. Zola. And it was the fact that he was soon rescued by Captain America and Steve. However, there was a time when they were caught on a train, or a Hydra transport train, and they became trapped by a pair of enemies. I can't say for certain what they were, But I do know they were rocking super weapons that were manufactured by one of the Infinity Stones or the Tesseract. And it was during that time when there was an explosion that sort of blew out the side of it. And in that time, there was a moment where just Steve had sort of kind of failed to save his best friend. And in doing so, he had actually fell or plummeted hundreds of feet. And well, he was presumed dead at the time, but that was in the beginning before he survived. And at the same time, he was captured by the Soviets and Hydra at the same time. But at the cost of his left arm, which of course I'm guessing it came from the fall, because I don't think that they lopped it off. But since he lost that one, um, oh my goodness, I am so sorry. He was actually further experimented on, but the experiments had gotten much more extreme, much more brutal, and he had become brainwashed and into thinking that everyone in the world who was a threat to Hydra or even the Soviets was his enemy. And of course, that included Captain America, Falcon, Black Widow, Nick Fury, Shield, you name it. But at the same time, he was also given a new cybernetic left arm with the strength on that. The strength on that thing is enough to rock a vibranium shield and basically sound like a giant gong going off on the side of your head. And well, it could potentially crack a few heads too. But I know there was a point in time when I was watching the Civil War movie where Spider-Man had actually caught that mean left hook, and I ain't gonna lie, that was impressive. But to me, I mean, let's not get into a different scheme here because that's best for another time. Oh, excuse me. But it's all the training and all the experimenting and all the brainwashing he did. It it better helped him to become a more efficient killer, a more deadlier enemy, and of course, it was when he adopted the name the Winter Soldier. But thanks to a bunch of fights with Steve and Nick Fury at the same time, he was able to remember who he actually was, which, of course, in this case, was Steve's childhood friend, James Bucky Buchanan Barnes. And of course, now he fights alongside him, and he helps him in any missions, anything that to do, anything that was necessary. Because Steve had always had Bucky's back, Bucky always had Steve's back, because that's one thing that made them such a dominant team and a more well-known throughout the cinematic universe. Um, a couple of fun facts about this guy that I actually found out recently today is the fact that the Cosmic Cube or the Tesseract, there was actually a point in time where he had actually shattered it or broke it, and I don't think he shattered it per se. I think he just sort of cracked it. I didn't really get a chance to read so much information on that because I was working, so I didn't get the chance. I apologize, folks. I'm sorry. I apologize. And like like him, he was not the only Winter Soldier, because there was also a group of other people out there that was known as the most elite death squad, who had basically more kills in Hydra history than any one person, even including him. And the fact that they're just more well organized, more deadly, is just, it makes them like one of the greater threats, mainly because due to the fact that they could take down a whole continent or a country in one night and nobody would ever see them coming. Yeah, I know. Let me get a swig here, folks. Excuse me. Also, this last fact that I found out today actually threw me for a loop. He was actually There was actually a rare crossover between Marvel and DC back in the day, but to where Bucky here, when he was in his younger days, had actually become Batman's sidekick for a day, because Batman and Cap, they actually found it, just funny or hilarious to swap sidekicks for a day and see how it works. Lo and behold, Bucky here actually ran with the Dark Knight for a few missions, and it helped. And during that time, it actually helped him to, learn great detective skills, more hand-to-hand combat, and the fact that it was used to shape his character, which of course we see today. Oh my goodness. And I ain't gonna lie, like I said, I love the craftsmanship here. I love the fact that they gave him a utility belt, extra magazines here, combat boots. He just looks awesome. one knife, two grenades. He's got mags for days, folks. I ain't gonna lie, he's got mags for days. That's awesome. Okay, so let me just grab this here and I'll put you right over here, Buck. Can you just chill there for me, please? Can you chill this up? Don't move. I don't want to have to brainwash you now. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and move on, but let me get another swig of this wig, huh? Oh, excuse me. You don't say. You don't say. Okay. You good? You guys good? I really hope that you're good out there because you're awesome. Never forget that. Okay, so next up, we're gonna go ahead and switch gears here, folks, and we're gonna head back into the world of fatalities and toasties. Sorry, let me run that back, huh? Toasty. There we go. That's better. Um, yes. As we head back into the world of Mortal Kombat. Now, today we're going to be bringing up, as I said, the missing condiment, if you will. Now, there is a reason why I say that, because in my past stream, one of my past streams, I did mention a combatant from the world of Mortal Kombat and described him as a condiment. For those of you guys who are paying attention, I applaud you for that. But hey, it's okay if you didn't, because you're still great, and I still appreciate you and still love you. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and introduce yet another fighter to step into the arena who made his debut in Mortal Kombat 3. And in this case, he was portrayed by the same motion capture artist or the same guy in the suit, which of course in this case was Sal DeVita. Now, I'm sure you guys remember as I said in the name past episodes, whenever I had mentioned a certain cyber assassin or a certain cyber ninja assassin, if you will, who created his own clan of robotic ninja assassins, but he was also sporting a very nice red armor that resembled a beautiful ketchup color. Now, I'm sure most of you guys probably will be scratching your heads because I'm sure you're trying to figure out who I'm talking about. But for those of you Mortal Kombat nostalgia nerds and nuts, I'm pretty sure you can already guess where I'm going with this. Well, as I said, that particular name, it applies to a particular fighter. Now, I always often thought to myself when I came up with this pun here, what's a little ketchup without a little mustard? That's right, folks. Mortal Kombat Cyrax Ultimate MK3 Edition. Now, this is the 112th action series from the Storm Collectibles family. Oh, family. I say family because ever since I started collecting them, every figure I've gotten from them is flawless. It's amazing and it's beautiful because every time I pull it out of the box, it's just my mind is blown away because of the detail and just like the sheer look of it is amazing. Okay, but yes, that's right, folks. The yellow suited cybernetic badass Cyrax. Why don't we just get him out of the box? Thank you very much. We'll put that over there. Easy. Oh, easy. Oh, he looks gorgeous. Flawless, boy. Okay, let me get you out of there. Come here, come here. Easy. Oh, wow. I love the layer of security that the Storm Collectibles family does for each of their figures because it is awesome. I ain't gonna lie. An interesting fact that I found out about Ketchup is the fact that his centerpiece was actually able to open up. And I'm happy to say that I found out this guy, Mr. Mustard here, his centerpiece, it opens up also. Ooh. Oh, wait. It's a little stuck. I don't want to break none. I don't want to break none. There we go. Here he is, folks. Oh, yes. Look at him. Oh, yeah. There we go. Beautiful. Sporting that beautiful Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 yellow armor. I just love this figure. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I'm blown away by it. Just the sheer colors and the fact that they got all the wiring and all that cybernetic stuff on the inside. Dang. This looks awesome. Of course, he's got the dreads. He's got the dreads, man. Of course. We'll get into a little bit of history about him, and then we'll get into his accessories, folks. Um, now it is true. Um, like his counterpart Sector, he too was a victim of the cyberization of the Lin Kuei clan, which of course was brutally, like the choice was brutally made by the former Grandmaster. That was of course before Sector had killed him, and basically he became cyberized just like the rest of his clan, who had only one mission and one mission only. That was to hunt down the rogue ninja Sub-Zero. But the one thing that sorry folks, nose is bugging me. The one thing that I like the most about Cyrax is the fact that there's one in particular thing that sets him apart from his counterparts, which of course are Sector and Cyrax, is the fact that he was the first to recover his humanity thanks to the efforts of the Special Forces agents Sonya Blade and Jackson Briggs, and is now allied with them in the fight against evil. Oh, goodness. But he does come with a few amazing looking accessories, folks. I ain't gonna lie, because like Sector, his patented weapon was the missiles that he shot from his chest. And what I like about Cyrax here is that his weapon of choice is these bad boys right here, the Cyrax bombs. They're proximity mine based. They explode either on a timer or even if an enemy steps close to it. And of course, they're good for all terrain because, as you can see, they have those points on it right there. They're good for any type of ground, gravel, water, you name it. Whoa, whoa! I can't drop this thing; it will explode. And of course, six pieces each, interchangeable hands, 3 hands each, so 6 pieces. You know, and one of his more trademarked type deals here is this cybernet. Now, this is one of the more memorable weapons that was also given to him in a cyberization. Yes, it's true. The bombs are certainly memorable, but the cool thing about this one is the fact that it was an inescapable prison. And I'm sorry, Bucky, but you had to become the guinea pig, man. See that? Because the cool thing about it is that it would, circle all the way around the enemy. He would not be able to get out any way possible. Sorry, I'm sorry, Bucky. Sorry. Um, now, a little bit more deeper history about Cyrax here. In the beginning, yes, it's true, he was human, and his name, he did have a name. I didn't get a chance to look up Sector's real name. I do apologize about that, folks. Please forgive me. But his real name was actually Sam Calweson, or Calweson, or something like that. I apologize, folks. Felix, sorry. First name is Felix. Middle name is Sam. I really messed that up. I do apologize. Please forgive me. But like Sub-Zero, he wouldn't necessarily surrender his humanity to become a cyborg. And the thing is that that was really a big no-go for the Grandmaster himself, because in doing so, when he made that decision, that was when he was marked for death, like Sub-Zero himself. However, um, by the Grandmaster, unfortunately, he did become a killing machine, because one thing that I did notice about him, that I figure another memorable weapon of his was a giant saw blade or something like that. It was a giant rotating blade, and yes, giant rotating blade. Yes, because that was another fatality I remember that he used. Was his right hand, I believe, would come into a makeshift giant saw blade, and of course slice his enemies across like this, and then just kick them apart. Excuse me. Pardon me, folks. My apologies. And thus, even though he was a cyborg, shortly after the defeat of the fallen elder god Shinnok, um, it was all during that time when a bunch of flashbacks had actually just came into his mind, helping him to remember who he was, what he set out to be in the first place, and of course what his main mission was. And thanks to, as I said, the technology of the Outworld Investigation Agency, or the OIA, it was actually when his humanity was restored full terms. And so, even though in that moment he was so grateful, so thankful to them, that he actually became a scout for them in the world of Outworld. So that way he would be able to be a sort of um, enforcer type deal. But that's not to say he wouldn't like become pushy or try to enforce his will, because in the world of Outworld, yes, there is fire and brimstone, but there's also people down there too. So in doing so, he acts as sort of a sort of security type, human type, robot type deal, you know. And I applaud him for that because I remember there was a few times back in Mortal Kombat 3 that I did play with him. I would always be shooting bombs out the chest and just be blowing dudes sky high. And I also remember one of his last appearances was in was actually in Mortal Kombat X, because I remember a DLC character was Triborg, and of course that it consisted of Sector, Cyrax, and Smoke, and even Cyber Sub Zero. But that was in a different timeline, so forgive me on that. But yeah, that's Cyrax. And oh wait, what's this? Oh, would you look at that? It comes with extra dreads, man. That's awesome. Bunch of interchangeable hands too. That is gorgeous. Really good. I love it. I love this figure, and I'm definitely going to be looking forward to getting more figures from the Storm Collectibles family. There's still plenty out there for me to hunt, and I do appreciate you guys for always supporting me and always being there to have my back. I do hope that you enjoyed tonight's festivities and streams. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here. But before I do, I just want to give, I want to say, a special prayer, and rest in peace to a certain king of Wakanda, because I didn't even know it until last week, and because shortly afterwards, when I did my last episode, I heard about the passing of the actor Chadwick Boseman, and my heart and condolences go out to his family, and may he rest in peace. Because I know he's up there. I know the Black Panther is up there with the Black Mamba now, and I just may he walk, forever alongside God, and may the angels lead him into paradise. But I do hope that you guys enjoyed tonight's stream. And if you like, feel free to hit the follow button when it appears here. Or if you like, feel free to sample this video or this video when they appear. And until next time, guys, stay safe, stay awesome, stay weird, stay yourselves, and stay zen. And hey, Wakanda forever. Peace.